going to go ahead and get started. Um, Folks will chime in as they chime in. And those that miss it, of course, can catch the replay. So we're going to go ahead and start with Miss Shana, who is a lifestyle writer and freelance makeup artist, lending her voice to the beauty blogging world since 2009. Come on, Shana. She uses her platform to cut through the filtered perfection permeating social media. Shauna provides authentic perspective, not simply on all things beauty, but also how to maneuver through the 40s and beyond.
Yes.
Welcome, digital creator and professional makeup artist, Miss Shauna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Thank you for having
And then absolutely. And then next we have Miss Brandie, a healthy hair expert and owner of the Glam Box.
me.
Brandie helps her clients achieve healthy hair with one-on-one education and personalized growth and health regimens. Listening to her clients' concerns, she implements a collaborative plan to offer solutions. With time, experience, and consistency, Brandie has been able to build a loyal clientele, a reputable business, and helped hundreds of women uphold their crown.
Yeah.
Welcome, hairdresser and natural hair specialist, Miss Brand.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Look, all things uphold their crown. Love, love,
Yeah.
love. Love, love, love. So let's do a couple of housekeeping items. Of course, welcome to you ladies, but also welcome to the ladies in the room who are joining us by way of our live audience. Um, the live audience is you all's way to engage and add your voice to these conversations. Feel free to include your questions, comments, kikis, whatever. Throw them in the chat. We'll see them pop up as we chat. If you are listening on your podcast platform of choice and you want in on the conversation, you can visit me on Instagram at FashionMaBE and join the Ladies Room broadcast channel. That's where we post the link. That'll get you exclusive access to the audience. But all of those things. Um,
Can I interrupt real quick?
you absolutely
Don't
can.
fuss at me. I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Can I do that real quick?
Sure,
Because I don't
absolutely.
want nobody to call. I don't expect a call, but you never know. All right.
Because we have editing for this very very purpose. Hey to Miss Shayla, who is joining us in the comments. Girl.
Uh,
Y'all know my forever co-host.
yeah.
She always gonna pull up.
Tether. We love it. We love to see it. I feel you.
So today we're gonna discuss the standard of beauty, services as self-care. We're gonna play a quick fire get ready with me game. And then we'll discuss the state of fashion and get into some beautiful moments. So let's go ahead and start off at the beginning. At this point in life for you guys, what makes you beautiful and when did you realize it? Let's start with Miss Brandie.
Okay. So for me, what makes me beautiful? I think it will have to be the fact that I am very confident in the idea that I don't have to try so hard. Um
Love.
I I feel like when I was younger, I definitely wanted to be seen, wanted to stand out. I wanted people to notice me. But now I'm be chilling. Like, I'm very comfortable in my skin. Like it's so cliche, but it's the truth.
Yep.
And I love that I don't have to like over embellish. Like if I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like whatever that means, whether it's personality, fashion, like when I leave the house, how I present. Um I don't know, I'm just comfortable.
I love that. I love that. Being able to just be. Like
Yep. Yep.
I just show up and I'm just here to just
Yep.
be.
Yep.
How about you, Shauna?
Yeah, similar to Brandy, but also with the Aries in me, I just don't care. Like I just don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am 45, and
Really?
I know everybody is always surprised when I tell them how old I am. Yeah, but I think that comes from when I was younger and trying to be this, like Brandie said, this embodiment of this is how you should be in your 20s, this is how you should be in your 30s. And
Mm-hmm.
it showed like the toil and the stress of trying to live up to these societal norms
Yeah.
as opposed to showing up authentically. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm all about now. Like sometimes you might see me like this outside. And sometimes you might see me in Trader Joe's. Jamie, you know our Trader Joe's. You might see me in Trader Joe's and I got on Who Shot John? You
Whatever.
like,
Right.
who's
Right.
that? But I don't care because I'm still going to be me. You're still going to get my personality. You're still going to get everything, but it don't have to be a show. It don't have to be a stunt and a show. It's just the authentic me. Just it exudes. Like you don't have to do too much, like Brandy was saying, just to be, and you feel so much better. And people will be like, I didn't know that you were that old. You feel younger and you appear younger because you're just being you. You just living life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And less stressed. So if I'm hearing both of you all, you guys are like me. It came later on in life
It did.
for me as well. We talked about on the last episode, just like you all talked about too, like the different things that come with the different eras of your life,
Mm-hmm.
the different decades. So Shauna, you mentioning that you're 45. I heard the 40s, it's the fucking 40s. So, so,
Literally.
so that's tracking. But I
Literally.
think for me too, mine probably hit around my 30s, my early 30s. It's kind of where I realized that I got to set what that was for me. And understanding and accepting too that I may not be everyone's idea of beautiful. And that doesn't, I won't say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter.
It do not.
Um, so learning that I get to set that for myself definitely came in my 30s. Um, so let's get into kind of the services that both of you guys provide. Each of you are in an industry in a field where you all services tend to be, we're going to roll that back because that is not the question.
Right. And that's okay.
Question. Um, Okay, both of you all's industries are in the field of self care. Self care is the question. How did you define self care and what is yours? Let's start with you, Shauna.
So self care is defined as like taking initiative or like being proactive about your health, right? We think of people like, oh, self care Sunday, and I'm going to get a massage and get a manicure, get a pedicure, facial, whatever the case may be. That might be self care for you. Self care might be pouring yourself a beverage. Self care might be Netflixing and chill with yourself, with me, with my puppy, like my puppy cutting on my electronic fireplace. Self care is whatever it is for you to make sure that your health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health are intact. So it could be any number of things. For me, it's going to I keep saying Trader Joe's. I really love Trader Joe's. It's going to Trader Joe's on Sunday, getting my flowers, my fresh flowers for the week,
Mm-hmm.
and making my good brunch and having it laid out. Sometimes I might go out for a boozy brunch, but a lot of the time I'm in my home that I have created this sanctuary where I wake up in the morning and it is self care because I've created a space that is soothing and peaceful for me and my kids when they're here and my puppy. It could be anything. Self care could be taking a trip. For me, it runs the gamut. It could literally be anything. It's just whatever my soul needs in that moment. And if you're in tune with yourself and you're living that authentic life, you know what you need for your self care on any particular day, minute, second. So.
Yeah, awesome. What about you, Brand? What's your self care and kind of how do you define that for yourself?
Well, for me, self care for me it will always be rest.
Mhm.
That's how I recharge. It could be me, playing hooky from work. It
Wait
could be
now.
me playing. playing hooky from this house,
That.
from this family.
Hmm.
You know, it could be a happy hour with my friends,
Hmm.
isolation. I'm the type of person I do need that period of like seclusion,
Hmm.
and I don't want to be bothered in those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Mm.
a good nap,
Mm.
That'll do it. That'll do it every time.
my
Look,
bed,
and
you
add a heated blanket to
know,
it.
okay.
Ooh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, every now and again, if I want to get a little fancy, you know, of course, you know, massage, travel.
Mm-hmm.
And lately for me, actually, it's been like prayer and meditation,
Hmm.
which is something that I've always prayed and meditated, but started being very conscious about implementing it on a daily basis. And
Yeah,
just carving out that time, you know, for me and God.
I
Yeah.
So
love. I
that is something that at this point I need that.
Absolutely. So I love that. So one of the things for me, I had to figure out what my like self-care is. Shauna, you mentioned about being in tune with yourself and knowing like the things that you need, which was a process for me. All of us are moms, so we know what everybody else needs.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it kind of took some time of me trying to figure out like, okay, what makes me feel better if I'm in a mood. Sometimes it's add to cart, and that's not always the thing.
Listen, all the time it's added.
All the time add to cart. One of my favorite memes is that one that's like the therapist is like, and what do we do when we have a bad day? And
Mm-hmm.
stop. Therapist is like,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
no. But sometimes like retail therapy, that is a thing. Um, but I just had to figure out like what those things were for me because originally I did not know what they were. Like everything self care for me included my kids. Where I was like,
Oh,
oh, if they're happy, that's what makes me happy. And
yeah.
like, yeah, nah, sis, we gotta find,
Yeah.
yeah, look, F them kids. Um,
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah. So I had to find like what those things were, and that took, just like you said, learning myself and kind of being in tune with myself. That's still a process for me because now my kids are like grown and gone, and I'm still trying to get used to I ain't got to be home for nobody.
Mhm.
So the last time I went to go get my facial, I came out and my mind is always like, oh, I got to be somewhere. I got to go pick somebody up. I got to do something. And she's in Old Town. So I came out of the door and I was like, girl, you don't got to go nowhere. Walk down to the H&M and shop. Go
Mhm.
grab a lunch. I mean, go
Yeah.
grab dinner. So that's what I did. And it was amazing. So, like, finding those things. I know a good girls' night out is good for me. Some of our girl time can be better than therapy sessions.
Yeah.
So those are kind of self care things for me, but I'm still collecting them. Every time I do something new, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I'm going to add that to my list of what I need to do. So, as I was saying before, in our community, you all's profession oftentimes double as outlets in therapy. You guys see us at our worst and transform us into our external best. What is that feeling like, and how do you cater to each of your clients? Let's start with you, Brandie.
Good question. For me, I love that feeling. I love when people are transformed, you know, on the outside, because it does a lot for us on the inside. Um, I think if you are not a, I don't even know if it's being a beauty professional, but when you're around, you know, different type of women, I don't think people understand the amount that people really vent to us and really like for real, like go deep,
Y'all know where the bodies are buried.
go deep. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I don't think people understand that.
Mhm.
And I love that for my client because who am I? I don't know who you know. I'm not going to tell your business. You know what I mean? So you have to tell
Yeah,
me everything. I want to know all the tea.
all the tea.
Give me all the tea. But I'm just like, I know for me, I have never been on that side. Like I've never been the client. if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, or at least put it like this: I've never been in a position where I've had a service provider that I trusted to that extent where I wanted to lay all my, my bones. But it's like on one hand I appreciate it. On the other hand, I'm at awe that people like trust me so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I like that.
Yeah.
But it can be, especially when you're really close to your clients, I'm a bit of an empath.
Yes.
Hmm.
So some stuff I gotta take, like, give me a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Like, and it's I love that I can be that pick me up in somebody's day, that social interaction. But I do have to mentally prepare and like decompress after certain situations or certain conversations with certain people.
Yeah.
So that is something I pray about that, honestly. Cause I will come home and be in a full tear, like, oh Lord, what they gonna do? Like, that is me. And
What
I
they
literally gotta
do?
like pray and like leave it at the salon, like, okay, girl, you done said all the words, you done did all the prayer, you done cried all the tears with the client or what have you. And it's like, but let me leave that there in
Yeah.
that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cause
Absolutely.
yeah.
And how about you, Shauna? How's that feeling for you, and how do you cater to each of your clients?
I keep saying this, but she's hitting the nails on the head, similar to Brandie in that if you're an empath, you can't help but to absorb those energies that you're coming across. Um, Different from Brandie, though, is, she has her business, and I assume she has a salon, etc. So she has a clientele that is, she knows them. She's established a rapport with them over some years,
Hmm.
probably, right? Whereas as a makeup artist, you might not have the same clientele all the time. Now, I do have clients that I've had that have been with me for years, but you're getting booked for whatever. I could be at CNN, I could be at HBO, I could be at BET, and it could be whoever. It could be somebody from Congress, and you know what they doing right now, or it could, some celebrity, whoever. I won't drop names, but so it could be any. It runs the gamut. You never know what you're going to get. Thankfully, prayerfully, I have not had anyone who has been like it's been a bad energy. Literally everyone, celebrities to, and I treat everybody as a celebrity. You could be Jenny that live across the hall. I'm going to treat you. The business of beauty for me is everybody is a celebrity when they sit in my chair, when I'm touching their face. It's so intimate.
Hmm.
You're seeing everything, you're seeing all their flaws. And I think for me, tuning into that, where I know that we are our hardest critics ourselves, not even whoever can see you from the outside, but just ourselves. We criticize ourselves like, oh, look at this, look at that, look at that. To lift somebody up and like they sit in your chair and they're pleasant or whatever, but then when you show them how they are after, and they just light up and they're close to, hopefully not for me, close to tears, because please don't. We done been together for like an hour and I done did all this. Please don't cry.
Don't mess up my
Let's not
makeup.
have to fix it and I just finished. It is such a blessing to sew into people. And if you think that it's frivolous, oh, it's just makeup or it's just hair or it's just styling, even if
Hmm.
you're helping somebody, Jamie, with the fashion side, it's not, because it's sewing into something deeper within that person. You don't know what they're dealing with as far as their appearance, because your appearance is reflective of whatever is going on in the inside. It really is. And so to be able to uplift somebody and to change the trajectory of whatever mental, emotional, whatever is going on for them, it's a blessing. I love it. And as much as I try to be like, all right, I'm retired, I'm done, my back hurt, I can't see, like, leave me alone. People will be like, can you just please and I'm like, all right, come on, girl, let me let me help you out. Okay.
Lord.
I love it. Like,
I
it's
love.
no greater feeling. It is up
Never knew.
there with being a mom and just being successful, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to be able to sew into people in that way.
I
Yeah.
love, I love, and I actually love that you said that, to be able to sew into someone in that way, because I think that's exactly what both of you all do in both of your professions. Is you get to actually sew into people, and the businesses that both of you all have. That can be a wide range of people from all different walks of life. So I think that's a super dope experience for both of you all. Um, so let's play a game. I'm going to give you guys some quick fire questions, and you'll just give me your first thought. Not too deep. Don't overthink it. We'll just go with it, okay?
Let's
So
go.
this is going to be our get ready with me game. Y'all are the first to play it, so trial and error.
Oh, no pressure.
All right.
So we're gonna see how this goes. So let's start with, how long does it take you to get ready, start to finish?
Ooh.
Hair, makeup, clothes, start to finish. How long does it take you?
Look, where we going? Where we going?
Right. Okay. I
Oh,
can do it.
important.
I can literally do a 5 to 10 minute face.
Oh no.
I like to take 2 hours.
You're
Mhm.
No, everything, start to
Oh.
finish. So I like to take my time. I want to put on some music. I want to pour
mhm.
me a beverage. I'm
That's
going
good.
out. I want to have like it's a ritual. It's a form of self care to take yourself from 0 to 100. It really is. So I can do it in 10 to 20. Don't ask my partner, but I want to take my time. I can take 2.5 hours and
Mm.
be chilling.
How
Yeah.
about you, Brandy?
I would say from start to finish, 0 to 100, definitely 3 hours. I need 3 hours.
Yeah,
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you.
I,
And there is
I,
no, see, I don't have the in between, like you said, the 10 minutes. I'm rolling out of bed at that point. If I only have 10 minutes to dedicate to anything, oh, you just gonna get what you're gonna get.
yeah.
You might get these pajamas and these Crocs, okay?
Fact, you
Because
just gonna
I
get
mean,
me.
I can't
Look, come as you are.
come as you are.
Um, okay, so both of y'all are beat to the gods today. Both of y'all look absolutely beautiful. Um, so do you all do foundation every day or only special occasions?
Oh,
Only special. Let's start with you, Shauna.
absolutely effing not. No. And
Okay.
if to each his or her own, but I please don't do that. Unless your skincare is on it, and I know it's not. I know it's not because my skincare is not always on it. But please don't do that because your face will be ate up. Please
Okay.
don't.
Thanks. So tell me, what's your 5 minute phase, Shauna? If you
A
got five,
brow,
okay.
concealer, and a lip.
Brow concealer.
Brow, and I'm like concealer under the eye
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lip, and it could be lip gloss. It could be a liner that I just and go. That's
Okay.
it. As long as
Okay.
my brows is done and this is, I can throw this hair to the side. It don't even have to be retwisted, and I'm good.
Okay.
That's presentable to me.
Brandy, how about you? Foundation every day or only special occasions?
Only special occasions, not every day at
Okay. And what is your 5 minute face if you have a
She said
face?
no.
She
You
did.
know,
Said 3 hours.
what would be my 5 minute face? Probably like a powder foundation, a blush, mascara, a lip.
Brandy, this is the whole face, ma'am. This is the entire face.
You know, just put that thing on real quick.
Brandy said,
You ain't say you said 5 minutes. You say 5 products.
Look, listen, Brady, this is why Brady said I said what I said.
Brandy could have said it on business. I said 3 hours. But go ahead and ask me if you want to.
Oh my god. In fact, somebody said it's a whole face. It is.
And that's okay.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
okay.
I
I'm
love it.
not mad at it. I'm not mad.
Not. She was like, if I'm gonna put the effort in, I'm gonna put the effort in.
We're here, ain't we?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Listen,
Oh,
So my
baby.
5 minute So I've seen both of you all without makeup. Both of you all have phenomenal skin. So I understand a 5 minute face, well, not for Brandie, but a 5 minute face might be simple, might be simple to do. Um, my 5 minute face, I think is so. Even though Shauna said don't wear foundation every day, and I don't wear foundation every day. But like if I'm leaving the house to like go to work or something like that,
Mm.
my makeup routine in general is just very like natural, soft glam anyway. So it's not a whole lot. So I'm leaning more towards Brandy. You still gonna get this right. It's just a couple things that you're not gonna get. Like I'm not gonna use like if I'm just going to work, I'm not gonna do like the bright concealer under my eye. Like it'll just you'll get something very simple, but you're gonna get the products like Brandy.
Yeah.
Um, so what makes you feel like what makes you feel more like a brand new chick? A new cut or a new color? Let's start with Brandy.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, that's so hard. I don't know. I'm gonna say color.
Color, okay.
I'm gonna say color. I'm gonna say color. Even though I love I love a cut.
Good cut.
I love a cut.
What about you, Shauna?
It would have to be color to me as well. But also, it's not in my realm. I think it's in your realm, Jamie. I think it's fashion. Like it's a new earring, a new dress, a new
Mm.
Make okay?
shoe. Oh, it's definitely a new shoe. Oh, it's definitely a new shoe. It's a new shoe. That ain't got nothing to do with what I. It's a,
Okay. Listen.
Baby,
DM me. Send it to me after. What is that?
I'm gonna
I
send you
need
the
it.
link
Let me
because
narrate
when I
this
tell
for
you
you.
$35,
Oh,
$35.
they're
So
gorgeous.
originally, I'm so glad this is Shauna. This
That's
we're
me.
going down a rabbit hole and it's
Oh, babe.
Shauna's fault. But
Oh,
I'm just
babe.
gonna say, the original I think is the Bottega one, and they're like $1,200 or something like
It's a
that.
chop.
I saw Tashira of Politics and
Yeah.
Fashion. She did a Sam Edelman. She did a
Mm.
Sam Edelman one. It was 150. Then
The hero will spend the coin.
I'm scrolling on the social medias, and this comes across my feed.
Jenna.
Baby. Baby. It's
And when I tell
nasty.
you a brand new chick, as soon as I went, child, just y'all wait. Just,
It's nasty.
I'm on hold.
I can't
it
wait to
just,
see what you do with it.
I'm gonna send y'all the link
Please do.
before I share. It. But
Please
Yeah.
do. We all off topic, y'all. Sorry.
sorry, y'all.
Please do.
But I
So
think
it's a
I
new color.
agree.
It could be a color in the earring. It could be a color in a lip, in a shoe. It's
Could
a new
be,
color.
could be. So I think I'm on the fence. I want to say color, but Brandy's the only person I trust to color my hair, so she's gonna tell y'all I'm lying because she knows how.
That's right.
She,
You with no color.
listen, because she knows how nervous I am
She
about color.
dabble.
She colored my hair for the first time last year on my birthday, and
Okay.
I was what did I just turn 38? First
Okay.
time I ever colored my hair, and baby, I colored it brown. Like it was not a stretch. I was so
We gonna
I was
slowly bring
so
her in. We're
nervous.
gonna slowly bring her into the
Okay,
light.
boo. That's okay. That's what works for you.
Listen, I was so nervous. I was
For
calling my sister.
brown, Jamie.
My sister said the same thing. She was like, "Are you nervous for brown?" Yes, girl.
Oh
Yes, I
gosh.
am nervous for brown.
Hey,
So I want to say color, but I know that that's probably not
it
really
ain't
realistic.
in a shoe, in a
Yeah,
bag.
like it's not. But I will say, first of all, Brandy is amazing at what she does with color. Everywhere I went after she colored my hair, I've always gotten compliments on it. So her color is her thing. Like it's amazing. But I will say a cut, which she's also about to cut my hair in a couple. But I also have scissor phobia, y'all.
Is
I
it
am
a trim? Is it a trim?
no.
Brandy, it's a trim.
No, we
It's a
cutting it
chop.
off.
Oh, it's gut cut.
It's a
And
chop.
if,
It's
and
a
if she
chop.
try to
It's a
never
chop.
mind, I'm gonna have to turn her away from the mirror.
Look,
Oh
that
yeah.
part.
Strap her
So
down.
And originally I was like, "Oh, Brandie, we're gonna cut it and we're gonna color it." And then I was like, "Wait, Brandie, we're not
Girl, you're doing a whole lot. I need you to do a lot less.
One thing at a time.
one at a time. Can't do them both." Um. Okay. So I'm gonna go with a new. I'm gonna go with a new cut. Give me your top 5 products or tools. Shauna, we'll start with you.
Okay, I prepared for this one. Now the rest of them I was like, I'm gonna wing it, but this one I prepared because I want y'all to see the things. Okay,
Oh yes.
okay. So we talked about skincare. I don't care what your skincare is. It's just please have a routine for the morning and for the evening. Yes, both.
Okay.
Please. Right now,
Okay.
I am
Are they
loving.
different? Are they different? The
Yes.
morning and the night
You
one?
don't have to do as much in the morning. It's the evening routine because you've been out in the elements. You've been doing the things. You might have your 5 minute knot face that Brandie did. Or even if you're doing the
Yes.
5 minute face like me, you did a brow, you did concealer, it's still stuff on your face.
Okay.
So yes, in the evening it should be more than in the morning. In the morning you just washing off whatever you did and you putting on some sunscreen because you're going out in the elements. I am loving the youth to the people, kale, green tea, and spinach. I don't even know if y'all can see, but it's their superfood cleanser. Green tea, spinach, kale. Youth to
Ooh.
the people.
Okay.
Juvia's anything, but definitely their bronzer. Definitely their
Yeah.
bronzer. And mine is probably looking a mess, but this is the darkest one. Deep dark.
Okay.
Definitely that. Our good sis Vanessa Myricks. This yummy
Miss
skin
Skin.
blurred. I can't never remember the name, but it looks like this. It's a cream formula, but it goes to powder. Impact like you only need it comes with this little spoon on the top. You doop, boop, 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 boop. Buff it in with a big old fluffy brush.
Ooh.
Flawless. It's like your powder foundation, but it'll give you like a little bit more coverage. And it'll
Okay.
last a little bit longer than just the powder foundation. The
Child Shauna
makeup,
had me at the store immediately.
you gotta get it. Sephora. And really all of Vanessa's products are good. The Makeup Forever Artist color pencils. And you can use them. I think I have on all 3 right now. So you can use them on your eyes, on your lips, anywhere. It's
Oh,
just their pencils. The lip liner one that I use, I can't see, child. This is small. Oh, Limitless. Limitless Brown. I use this one, this beigey one, something beige, child, something bisque. I use this in the waterline instead of just white because you don't
ooh,
just
okay.
white in the
Pretty.
waterline because it's too bright, like a beigey one, and then just the black one. Get
Okay.
these, get these. They are so good. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, where my little puff at? My little triangle puff. I done
Ooh.
dropped it. Sure. Oh, hold on. It's on the floor.
Okay. I
These
recently switched to a
buckos
puff.
right here.
Where do you get those?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon, Ross,
So I'm so
Marshalls,
fashion with the makeup.
anywhere. Cause they get right in here. They get right in here. You can use the butt to do this. You can touch up. You can use them to apply your products, cream, powder,
Mm.
literally anything. And then you can throw them in the wash machine. Now, I wouldn't wash them more than 2 to 3 times because bacteria is bacteria is bacteria. But I don't even use the blenders no more. I use these.
Mm.
Same. So first of all, I did not know they could go in the washing machine
A couple of times. Just a
because
couple.
I've been throwing them away.
Girl,
So
you gotta get your use out of these.
listen, um, luckily they sell them in bulk on Amazon, so I just be like, please throw them away. But I am going to try to wash them. I am.
Love,
Um,
Right?
love, love, love.
love
Awesome.
those.
I'm so out the loop.
I'm about
Get in the loop.
girl.
You in there
So
now. You
out the
win.
loop with the makeup.
You winning.
Listen,
I've
You
been
winning.
Shauna,
like
Shauna gonna keep you in
2005.
the loop and in
And
the
this
store.
is such a bad habit. Look, don't look. I'm like, never mind. Don't get in the loop. This is a bad habit.
Listen, every time she's over there doing her get ready with me, first of all, because she's telling us the story, so I'm already like locked in. But second of all the products, I'd be like, oh my goodness, I need that, that, and the
Yeah.
third. I just DM'd her after her last one. It was like, is that at our Marshalls? Pulled up
Mm-hmm.
on our Marshalls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, in all of our Marshalls, because Brandie is the Marshalls over there by the shop. So
Mm-hmm. It is.
they
Oh,
got
okay.
us
Come
there.
Yep.
on, Brandie over here too. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
It is.
Brandie, how about you? What are your top five
This I got
products or
to know.
tools?
This
Please.
is not just exclusive to skin, is it?
No.
I'm
You just
I
it
a
actually
barbarian when it comes to the skin.
so actually
I
yours can be
use
hair or
okay.
beauty. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, my top five, number one will be Mazzani Wonder Crown, which is a pre-shampoo. It removes all the debris from the scalp before you shampoo. So if you're dealing with like dandruff, and it has CBD in it as well. If you're dealing with dandruff, product buildup, it's amazing, especially, myself having locks.
I'm gonna say, can I use it with locks?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's amazing. And it like I said, it's a pre-shampoo. So it goes on, it has the consistency of like a I don't know, it's not an oil. It reminds me, oddly enough, it reminds me of like dish soap. The consistency of it. And
Gel.
you and no, because it's sudsy.
Okay.
So it you put on your scalp, you work it in, let it sit for I think a minute, and it'll dissolve all the everything off the scalp. And then you add water to it, you lather it up some more, let it sit for another minute, and then you rinse. I love that because it doesn't strip the hair, but it doesn't have, a lot of times those products that are geared towards like anti dandruff or dry and flaky, a lot of them tend to make it worse
Yeah.
because they have a lot of those like, tree oils and things that irritate the skin. This is the opposite. So
Okay.
it's smooth. It doesn't have any of that tingle. Like you don't get none of that. But it cleans and it cleanses. So I love it for locks. I just love it in general. But for me, that's like my go-to.
Okay.
And then shampoo and conditioner. I love Reckon All Soft Line, the shampoo and the conditioner. Those are like for my hair, my three. My skin, I have to pre-cleanse. I'm all about pre-cleansing. I
Mm-hmm.
have to pre-cleanse. I use
Yes.
the Dermalogica,
Yep.
the pre-cleanse.
Yep.
That's what I use. I can't live. Listen, I don't care what
It.
nobody say. There is no other makeup remover out here that gets that thing off.
Oh,
Okay. I
oh.
Okay.
love that pre-cleanse
It's good.
and my cleanser. It depends on what kind of skin I'm dealing with. But I'll cleanse, but then I use the what's the name of that one? Oh my god, the moisturizer from Target. Start with an L. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, it's
Oh yeah.
French.
Girl.
It's French. It's
I was
French.
getting ready to say
La
Laneige, but
Roche
that's
Posay.
lip.
Is that what La Roche Posay?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yes, the double repair moisturizer.
Okay.
That one has transformed my skin. And I don't know about you guys. I know everybody gets a little dry and flaky in the winter.
Currently.
This is the first time. Listen, this is the first time because I always thought that because I had acne prone skin. Always assumed
Thought
my
you
skin
were
was
oily.
oily. Girl, when I stuck, because I would never use a moisturizer that was
Okay.
for like moisture. That thing changed my life. I
Okay.
didn't have no flaking skin on my face. Like everything. I don't at this point. I use like a chemical exfoliant, like a
Mm-hmm.
what is it called? Like a retinol.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Yep.
don't do like a manual exfoliant anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that moisturizer is so good.
La
It's so
Roche-Posay.
so
Okay.
at this point I would have been dealing with flaking around the brow, the flaking
Yep.
around the mouth. I don't deal with none of that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And don't y'all worry, because I'm gonna round up all these products and we're gonna
Thank
put
you,
them in
because I
one.
love
We're gonna
some new
put them in one,
products.
so everybody will have them all in our show notes. So Shauna, give me a top tip for managing either skincare or makeup.
Managing it.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
So Brandy mentioned we're going into the colder months.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
So either the colder months or in terms of makeup and beauty, um, this may be the time at the end of the year where you're going through your stash and
Yeah.
dates, which I didn't know prior to meeting Shauna that my makeup had dates
Yeah.
on it. He told me that it was a date on the back of
Yeah.
there.
I know, but I still be using mine. I do.
Fact. And do. And do. So so yeah, Shauna,
And
give us your top tip.
Top tip for managing skincare: do it. Care
Fact.
for your skin. Like and I'm guilty of it too. This is like not me being like, oh, I'm better than you because I do my skincare. No, you pointing one finger at somebody, it's three fingers pointing back at you. The other day, I would just sleep with a whole face of makeup without. I'm tired. So what? But I woke up the next day, like I went out for a little bit, and then when I came back, I was like, girl, ugh. You really thought you was cute out here in these streets with that oily ass face. So just do a skincare routine. Just
Okay.
do one. Like uh pre-cleanse, like Brandie said, cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisturize, sunscreen. Do
Okay.
it. You
I
have to, especially the
yes,
sunscreen part.
Jamie, sunscreen.
You have to. You
listen,
have to.
Brandy, was that you I was talking to about the amount of sunscreen?
Yes,
Okay.
the dot, the one dot,
No,
the
Shauna,
squat
ma'am.
rule.
Shauna,
No, ma'am. A dot.
solve this for us. How much sunscreen are you supposed to put on?
You
Brandy is
do.
lathering. Brandy is
Well,
lathering her
now
face.
if you didn't, that means that Brandie is going to look like she's 20 years old for the rest of her life. And that's
Fact,
okay. That
fact,
is okay. That
fact.
Brandie has a bag to pay the people for the sunscreen. I easy.
Ethan, When I
Okay.
showed when I told her how much sunscreen I put on, she was like, "No, ma'am, no,
And
no, ma'am."
I already know it was crazy because Jamie be out here just I don't even know, baby. That's
First
okay.
of all, first of all, sunscreen is expensive.
It is, but I'm gonna give you a tip. I'm gonna give you a double tip. Okay. So to
Okay.
answer your question, for the sunscreen, you do a line and a line. Boop
Oh
boop.
no, I only do one. I do a line, one
But then
thing.
you have to reapply it every 2 hours.
Do you
You're supposed to. But get the spray one. Get the
really?
spray.
Oh, okay.
Get the spray one.
Oh,
This is a little insider information. If you didn't know, sunscreen is like a health thing. So you can use your FSA. You ain't got to pay for it. If you got an FSA, HSA,
Mm.
it's on there. It's either on the site or when you go to Sephora, if you have the FSA card, like I used to have the card. You can
yeah.
use your card to pay for it on Sephora or wherever you buy it.
Get out of
It's a
here.
health product.
Whoa. Okay.
Game changer.
Who knew?
Wow. No, you don't have no excuse, Jamie. Please. No dots. No more dots, baby. Unless you're doing a dot, a dot, a dot, and a dot, and a dot.
So listen, so that's what I do. I only do one.
Okay.
I do one line on my hand, and then I do like take a little bit, and then I just put it
No,
on the different.
just get it on. Slather it. Slather.
Because girl, because
Don't
I only do one line, so I've got to like
You gotta spread
make
it. You
sure I
gotta make
get
it spread.
No,
spread
baby.
it out.
Your FSA is getting ready to be the end of the year. You got leftover money on your FSA cards getting ready to
Facts.
expire. Buy your sunscreen. So I bought like everything. Unseen sunscreen is my favorite.
That's my
Okay.
favorite.
They have a dupe in Trader Joe's. I don't know if they still got it, but they definitely had the dupe. So I got the dupe too. But I still love the unseen sunscreen. But I
Okay.
bought the spray. I bought the under eye cream. I bought the lip. Literally everything that they had, I bought it. The spray
Okay.
one is good for reapplying because you've already done your face and you're like, how am I supposed to put on sunscreen? I already got it on. Just do the spray. So it's like you're using like a refresher spray or a setting spray, but it's sunscreen.
Okay. Perfect. So because I'm guilty of this, Shauna knows because we've been talking skincare for a very long time. I'm very new to the skincare game, but I recently came across a skincare system, I guess if you'll call it. They're black owned. I think it's Bolden Skincare. They have it in Walmart. But the set comes with the cleanser, toner, and sunscreen.
Okay.
So I just get the three of those because for it to be something that I consistently do, it's got to be simple. Cause
Yeah.
I'm like you, baby. I will lay down in this bed with a full face of makeup on and wake up in the middle of the night like, oh shoot.
Oh Lord.
Or I'll take my makeup remover wipe and take all my makeup off, and that's it.
As long as you take it off.
Okay, okay,
And then you get
yeah,
up in the morning, then do a skincare routine. I get it. If you're tired,
okay.
you're tired. But at least, even though I just told you I just did it the other day, I don't normally do that though. My friends will tell you, no, Shauna will get up and she will wash her face.
That's Shayla. Shayla, child, she
I
go
have
all
to.
off.
You
But
can't
that's
miss
also,
Friday.
but that's also why both of you all have flawless skin and why I have an esthetician. Because
Ma'am, that's not, ma'am, no. I have esthetician
look, it's above me now. That's
too.
her problem.
Listen here.
Oh
Cutting
Lord.
up in here today.
I'm just playing. Just in case she's
Some
watching
people
this,
don't
I'm
have to
playing.
work hard for the good skin. I have to put the work in. And it is
Exactly.
taxing, okay? I have every product. I have every I don't know, child, every chemical
Tool.
or
Yeah.
everything. I have that. So you got
Yeah.
the acne, I have that. You got the lines, I have that.
Yeah.
You got the hyperpigmentation, I have that. Like it's a whole ordeal. And I just learned because I was that girl, the one who was putting like 20 different things on at once. I just learned that you ain't supposed to do that.
Mm-mm.
You're not
It
supposed to do that. And you're supposed to rest from all the chemicals. I just learned that this year.
Me
And for
too.
me, that was a game changer.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm using all the things for the things, and child, my skin was like, bitch, what are you doing?
right. Pick
Listen,
one.
What
Pick
are you
one
doing?
thing.
You're doing too much.
me too, though. When I first went to,
Me too.
I just got an esthetician. Shauna will tell y'all the last time we recorded a podcast episode, there was a riot happening on my face, and I was like, Shauna, what in the world? She was like, girl, tea tree oil changed my life. But when I
Mm,
finally got my esthetician, um, shout out to Octavia's Oasis. She'll be on here soon. Don't y'all worry. Um, Black owned. She's
I love
in the Old Town. Love her. Girl, anytime I find a service in Virginia, I'd be like, score.
it. Listen,
Yeah.
Um, but when I went to her, Brandie, I was the same way. I'm using all the things. I'm not giving things time to even work, baby. I'm just putting all the things on. She was like, okay, so stop putting all those things on your face so we can figure
she was
out
like,
what's
you're
happening.
burning yourself.
Hello.
He's like, so we can figure out what's happening because a lot of times, especially y'all know TikTok, social media, all the girls be like, oh, this is the must have product. So I'm like, okay, well, I must have it. I got to go
Right.
try. And a
Absolutely.
lot of them broke my face out. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, y'all didn't say that. Didn't nobody say that?
I'm down to like 4 skincare products.
Yes. So
And I
same.
know I have and I'm not even being dramatic. I know I have thousands of dollars worth of skincare
How you do?
Yeah.
right now.
How you
And
do?
I am down to 4 products. I brought everything like in a duffel bag
Hmm.
to the esthetician. So she was like, yeah, you're not going to use none of this. What you going to use?
Lord.
You're going to go to Target instead of going to over here spending $50 for a cleanser, and you're going to use that $15 cleanser.
Yeah.
It's like,
Listen,
oh,
same.
okay.
I walked in there with my bag full of stuff like, here you go. She
Like,
was like,
I
you
got it.
don't
Here
need
you
that.
go. No. How about
Girl.
Love that. I'm just looking at the comments. Somebody said that's me too. I can't rest without washing my face. Hey Yvonne. And hey Yvette. So Brandy, let's go to you two for your top tips for managing your hair.
Definitely, I will die on a hill about those trims. Okay.
Oh.
You have to keep a trim. You
Mm,
do. That's literally the bare minimum.
okay.
The bare minimum. Keep a trim. And by keep a trim, you need to get your hair trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. If your hair,
Ooh,
I know, y'all don't like to hear that.
no, I don't
ooh.
get
The
that.
girlies
I'm
don't
getting my
like to
daughter
hear
out
it.
her room right now because she
And if you
refused.
are if you are color treated, you on the 6 week schedule. If you are highlighted, you want to on like their 4 to 6 week schedule. And granted, every time if you do them regularly, it's not you're not getting a lot cut, but you do, your hair, the ends spray more rapidly when the hair is dehydrated, and the hair is dehydrated when the air is dehydrated when it's cold out, when we got the heat on. It's dehydrated when we deplete the hair by doing chemical services. It's dehydrated when our hair is just naturally like low porosity.
Yeah.
So some people it's a mechanical thing that may be happening, but others is that's just your hair. Your hair is dehydrated, it's dry, all the things, and you have to do your due diligence to um, keep keep the health of the hair so that the hair can retain its moisture.
Okay.
So you have to get a trim, and then secondly would be hydrate, 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 hydrate. And that is, from the inside out, drink your water, mind your business, get your trims.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you have to hydrate, because I don't care how much the product costs. If you're not doing your due diligence on the inside, it's not going to do anything on the outside.
Love.
That's right.
And I'm saving all of these to, as Shauna said, pass along to my son, who Brandy also does his hair too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the same way. I'm like, I had boys, so I was like, "Oh, God spared me." No, He didn't.
No, because they want hair.
He got all kind of hair, and I'm like, "Who is doing that?" So, but I tell him all the time, like, just to take care of it. I try to get him very easy things that he can do, because he's an athlete. He's a football player. He ain't sitting around doing a whole lot. Um, so yeah, like my esthetician, that's Brandy problem. He come home, I'd be like, "You gotta go see Brandie."
Yeah.
So let me see, because we got a comment in here. I try to deep condition once a week, because I find that as I'm aging, my texture is changing.
Yes.
That's actually
Real.
very interesting.
Yes, that's real. As
So
we age,
I did not know
just
that.
like everything, everything changes. Our hair change, the texture changes, porosity change, environment change. Like, we have to grow with ourselves as we age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we also got to pay attention too, because what may have worked X amount of, weeks, years, or whatever ago,
Mm-hmm.
it may not work, moving forward. So
Yeah.
yeah, deep conditioning is good, but more importantly, deep cleansing.
Okay.
Don't be, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know who. Let me see who put this. Let me see. Do I know you? Oh, let's see that.
Call them out, Brandie. Call them out.
Okay. So I'm
Look,
gonna say specifically to her. I know she is color treated. I know she is um
Peter.
textured. I know and I don't don't kill me, girl, but I think are are you growing out your gray? Do you have gray? I say all this to say,
And
listen,
I'm over it. I'm just not coloring no more. You gonna
the
get
the
what you gonna
gray
get.
the gray hair is so
Stupid. That's what you gonna say? What you gonna say? Stupid. Oh, all right. My
that's
bad.
it. That's the
the
word.
It's just
gray hair
me.
has its
Period.
own
It's definitely ghetto and rude. Yes.
DNA, right? It's like our DNA, like the hair that grows from my head, and then the gray hair is like over there. It don't
Correct.
listen. It don't cooperate. It don't do nothing.
Oh man,
So
so rude.
yes. Now let me give you a tip though
Okay.
about the grays.
Look.
Maybe not people who put it like this. If you have, I'm gonna say more than 30% gray, what you could do to soften it up to make it a little more porous, you can and please consult a professional, but you can do a clear color. What that will do, it will open the cuticle, and therefore, like, whatever products you're using on your hair, it will help the gray to take that color better. So it is a chemical. You will use a low volume of developer, but it doesn't have pigment. What it will do though, it will add a nice shine to the hair. So that's a plus.
Yeah.
But once that's done, then you will go on and use your deep condition, whatever it is, however you style your hair. And that is something that, it helps the gray to be a little bit more manageable. It softens it up a little bit because the gray is very wiry and it does not, I I often wonder, like, does it even have a cuticle? I would have to do my due diligence and do some research because I wonder if the gray may possibly be like the innermost layer of the hair. I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know. I have to do my research. But what I do know is that your hair doesn't grow out gray. It turns gray. And a lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know.
Yes. Yes.
Cause girl, you can't tell me. No, I'm just playing.
So it's like the ones who are like, the ones who like to pluck the gray and get it's like you can do all that all you want to. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna be like, didn't I just Yeah.
Literally,
That's
literally,
right.
It turn like that.
immediately.
Okay. So I know from watching Brandie's stories, she's good at being a hair myth buster. So we're gonna start with her. Tell me a
That she just
common
did.
did she gave us a couple to be, but give us a common misconception or myth within your industry.
Oh. Huh. You know, it's just so many. It's so many, especially now with the YouTube University.
Oh
Um,
baby.
I guess okay. Let's start with the gosh. Okay, I can say like the protective styles. Maybe just a little bit of a middle because they're not really protecting.
Talk about it.
Um, another myth would be, and I guess you can put this in the same category. Although I don't consider like a lace front a protective style. But that said, a lace front is not a style that you are supposed to wear for a long period of time. A lot of what we're doing today in the industry, I'm not even in the industry, I'm just gonna say everyday life, right? The girlies who want to look cute, right? A lot of that stuff is for theater and television. And we are not supposed to be, sitting at our office at the keyboard with the lace like that and the lashes like that. And I don't know if they know. I mean, at this point, they probably don't care. They like, listen, I'm gonna wear the lace, I'm gonna wear the lash, everything gonna be touching, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do.
Ooh,
But
Brandie about to go
I'm just
viral, baby. Brandie about to go viral,
I'm just
baby.
saying, the lash touched the brow touched the baby hair touched the lace, honey. And underneath is like, what are you doing? Have you seen it?
Brandie, we only on episode 3, baby. Don't get that shut down. Don't get that shut down, Brandie.
I guess the myth would be you ain't gotta do all that.
Facts.
You ain't gotta do all that.
She working security.
Shonda, I cannot. But Brandie made a really no. Y'all do not encourage her.
Oh,
Do not encourage.
Don't feel secure.
Oh God.
It's not even secure. Safe
But
and safe.
listen,
Not no crime can be seen. Correct. Listen,
oh
Sarah
my
oh,
god.
McCarthy, I like her. She is
Oh,
funny. Look, I had to take my puff out, baby.
oh my
oh man.
goodness
Y'all shut up in
gracious.
here. Y'all about to go viral. I'm not
Oh
on it.
Lord.
Take my
She
name
said
off.
Lord.
she
They
said
be
can't
listen, they be
no
the
crime.
most beat. Ooh,
But
child.
listen, so Brandy did make a really good point though about some stuff not being for the day to day. And actually, Shauna, I think it was one of your get ready with me's, or it might have even been your 5 minute face that you were talking about a little bit ago. Like noticing like the placement and how you like just put concealer under your eye. Like it's not like full glam and like everything. Anytime I watch a professional makeup artist do their makeup, I'd be like, oh, I'm doing too much. Like putting on a full, like we going on set.
Yeah,
And
That's what
they
it.
get,
That's how the girlies do it
that is.
but every
because they
time
want to be
them
seen
doing
from a
theirs,
way.
they be like dot 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 dot
Mhm.
and
It's
go.
theater. Like
Yeah,
Brandie was
Right.
saying, it's
Yep.
entertainment, it's theater, it's social media.
yeah,
Even when I'm doing my makeup, it's under full lights. And
yeah,
I'm not doing the get ready with me all the time. I'm doing the get ready with me because I know I'm going out. We're going to
yeah,
Hmm.
be taking pictures. We're going to be out for a long period of time. I need my makeup to stay because we're
yeah,
going to be doing all the things.
yeah,
Like I said, I'm not doing that because your face can't hold it. Your
yeah,
face, like when you are out and you have on makeup and you start to get oily, your face is like, wait, what's going on? I can't breathe. I'm congested. You're dry. Let me give you
Let
some
me get.
moisture. Let me put some oil. That's
pump
why
it
your
up.
face is getting oily. It's not because, oh, I didn't put enough one
Hmm.
size spray. I didn't bake it long enough. No, your skin can't breathe. Baby, your skin is an organ. Baby,
Yeah.
breathe. I can't breathe.
Shauna,
Tell me
is
how I'm
that
supposed to breathe with no air. Please. Give it a rest. And I'm not saying don't do it because I am. And when I do them get ready, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do this, this, and this. But you just start, you just keep going, you keep going because
building?
it's
Yeah.
a high that you get like, ooh, this is so pretty. It was a long ago meme, like you get a highlight and you just, like, ooh, this is pretty, and then you look like a Christmas tree because it's like, oh, this is so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. We're women at the end of the day. We like that stuff. Like we want the glitter and the pink and the
Mhm.
sequins and the everything and the red lip. Like Brandie got beat. That red lip is out there, baby. It's out there. We want that, but you
Yeah,
don't need it.
yeah.
Working in film and television, I'm going all off tangent, but working in film and television, like when I first started, I knew my hand wasn't everybody else's hand. I knew I wanted to do editorial makeup. I wanted to work in film and television. It wasn't even what I have on. It wasn't even what I do in my get ready with me's. They don't want that.
Right.
My business is polished and pretty. We're
Right.
already women. And this is no shade to people who are not women, trans, whatever, men who wear makeup. It's not no shade for the women that I'm talking to right now. We're already women. So you don't have to make yourself look like a woman. You're already a woman. You
Yeah.
want to be polished. You want to be pretty. You just want to enhance what you already have. When
Okay.
you're like when we're at CNN and we have that book this is what the person has to look like. They have to look like themselves because
Mm,
they are a brand. Each person that you see on television, they have a brand. And if you go outside of that, the viewer is going to see it and they're going to write in, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
do that.
They will let you know. You don't have to do all of that. You just have
Yeah.
to polish what you already have. You just have to enhance what you already have.
Love. So Shauna, is that your common misconception or myth, or do you have an additional one for us?
Common misconception or myth is that you you have to do all the 75 steps that we do when we do social media. It's
Yeah.
not, it's just social media. You're not going to see the people who do like TikToks and they be dancing when they cooking. When they cooking for their family, they ain't doing putting on no goddamn song and doing goddamn dance while they cooking. It's like, look,
Dance
you could eat this goddamn oodles noodles and
food
get out of my face.
and be done with.
It's theater. It's social media. It's
Yeah.
what attracts. It's the like, and it's what's going to keep somebody's attention for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
that's it. And then they on to the next thing. It's
Yeah.
fast. It's like fast
It
fashion. It's
really.
fast everything. It's microwave society. So don't get so caught up in, oh, I got to learn how to um highlight and contour and do my nose and line my lip and put a lash on, and how do I do the new lashes where you put it under, and you don't have to. You don't have to.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do love it. But I'm not doing it every
You know what
day.
I'm saying? I love that you're saying you ain't gotta.
Oh,
You don't have to
you
do that.
don't.
Yeah.
Learn
Yeah.
and then because we're trying to look like these filters. We're
Right.
trying to look like these AI photos. Look like yourself, baby.
Like
Yeah.
yourself.
Look like yourself because you're enough. You literally are. If somebody will see you out in the street, they ain't gonna know who you are. Cause you got 75 layers of makeup on, you got a filter, you took the AI picture, you who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Do you even know who you
That part. That part. Okay, so it's your day off. What are you doing and what are you wearing?
are? A bonnet, cover these locks so they won't get lint all in them and I gotta pick it out. Uh a Skims dress. I love the Skims lounge dress. I'm so bad. The Amazon version is good too.
She's in
Okay.
a mood.
Um, a fuzzy sock. I love fuzzy sock. I have a fuzzy sock
Mm,
on right now. Um, and that's it. And some Laneige lip gloss.
okay.
Laneige glossy lip balm, I think it's called. Not the sleep mask, not the mask, because y'all got on that. That was on social media. That's not even the good product. Get the glossy lip balm.
Lord.
Laneige glossy lip balm. I should have bought that out. It ain't the sleep mask, baby, because
Okay.
that's the social media hype. But yeah, a Skims lounge dress, a bonnet to protect my locks, some lip gloss, and a fuzzy sock.
Okay. How about you, Brandy?
So this to imply that I'm home.
So either or. It
Daisy
just
play hooky.
Okay, because when I'm off, I
however
be
however you
there. I
spend
am
your
running
day off.
the street. Actually, I have been really, and I struggle with this, but I have been loving like the active wear.
Okay.
Yes.
I have been loving my active wear. I
Like,
have been loving a good little sneaker. Um, so yeah, give me like a bra top with an active bottom, a little drop sock, 1995,
Mm-hmm.
with some New Balance, some sneakers, a hoodie, a baseball cap, some sunnies, a
okay.
lip. That's it. And I'm running the streets I'll probably do the gym first and then do all my errands. That's how I look when I'm off. That's how I look really honestly and truly about 95% of the time.
Somebody said you have too much clothes in that house.
Oh
She is
girl.
definitely not in the house. She is outside.
Let me tell
She's
you
out.
how y'all about to get these clothes, cause I just cry every day. Like that meme when that be me at my
Right.
closet knowing that I can't fit nothing.
None of it. None
Not
of
a
it.
thing.
None of it.
That's another topic for another day.
Listen. Okay, so I know you guys are my beauty girls. But tell me where you guys are right now in your fashion journey. And how you feel about fashion right now in general.
Fashion sucks. I'm
Look,
it's
I
boring
put
as
this I put this question in here for Brandy because me and Brandy talk about this all the time.
fashion is a boring.
Okay,
Fashion is
fashion
we
itself
have been
was
taken back a
style.
decade
Yeah.
with the fashion, and I don't like that.
So I just came across it was a reel. Somebody it was Andre Leon Talley was doing an interview, and somebody asked him what excites him about fashion, and he was like nothing.
Nothing.
And I was like, oh, this aged real well. This aged well. Like so
Mm.
maybe there are ebbs and flows, and right now we're kind of just in the
This
valley a little
Yeah,
bit.
fashion is just I don't know. I guess I really don't know. And that's one reason why I'm sobbing at my closet because I know I ain't gonna find nothing else like what I
What you have.
have. Yes, and I don't know. So this is my hot take about fashion in the industry. Um, before I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna say 15 years ago, for lack of a better word, maybe even 10 years ago. I feel like the ones who were able to dress, put a look. The ones who are able to put a look together, I feel like they had to have that like innovation. They had to be creative. They
Mhm.
had to create a style, a look for themselves because everything was not, so easily accessible. Fast forward, now we're in that like inclusivity period, right? and everything is accessible.
Mhm.
So now there is no originality. Now everybody can look like you, and you can look like them, and they can look like them, because we can all go somewhere and find the same thing. Um, whether even if it's at the same store or if we go to a different store, like Jamie with the shoes, being able to, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
somebody's
Oh
gonna find that
yeah,
in their price point, in their, you know what I mean?
you're
Be-
right.
because it's not to say that that's not creative, not to say that you're not creative, but there's nothing like we don't have to try hard no more. So the girlies, no
Mhm.
shade, this is not shade, but the girlies that didn't really have it, get it,
Mhm.
now they kind of have it and get it because they can literally go get it,
Yeah.
if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's
And then I feel
real.
like now we're in that space, the creatives anyway, are in a space where I feel like they have to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
And now is, to me, and it's just my personal opinion, it's just becoming like extra. It's like I see where you're going, but it's a little too much. And
Yeah.
I was talking about that on social media. Like I don't want to turn my tunic into a skirt. I don't want to do that. I don't.
Everywhere.
I don't want to wear my scarf as a belt
Yeah.
to be creative and be unique. I don't want to like wear. I don't know. I don't know.
I've seen some
Yeah.
some
I'm
wild.
over it.
Yeah, I've seen some wild things. Somebody said that they agree there's a lack of creation and style.
Mm.
How about you, Shauna? How do you feel about the
Man,
state of fashion?
gonna say that I'm so like energized and pumped up, but then Brady was like, "No,
Get
girl,
down on.
no." And I'm
Oh,
like,
but you can be. You can be though.
so
You
I
can
think
be.
I totally get what Brandie is saying, and I do agree to an extent. I think it is also who you are, I guess, following. If you're following people for fashion, like I love Wisdom K. That boy, nasty with it. Like you
Hmm.
wouldn't even in different price points because my mind be blown. Like, how? What do you do? What do your parents do that you can afford these things? I think he got there where a
Uh-huh.
lot of the stuff is gifted now, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
like he can show you because somebody challenged him. Show me something for 64, 640, 6400, whatever. And he did it. Modern housewife. She's bald. She's in New York. Her family, her kids. She has a boy and a
Yeah.
girl and her husband.
Hmm.
I love it. They
Yeah.
turn it. They turn it. Um. Oh God, I'm trying to think of people's names. I try to follow people who make me think outside the box. She is definitely fly, yes.
Right.
But then also it's like I was following another person that's kind of similar to Modern Housewife, but she was too out there. She cute, but I was like, girl, who doing that? Like I said, I'm not, what girl? I'm not wearing that.
Yeah.
Make me think outside the box, but put it into it's tangible for me. What's my
Yeah.
girl? London girl in NYC? Another one turns it.
Yeah.
Jamie turns it. Shayla
All the time.
turns it.
Thank you, Bill.
Keisha, what the hell? Balls of Beauty Block turns it. Some of
Yeah.
the things I'm not gonna wear because like I'm scared. You see the print on the wall. Am I gonna wear a print? I'm not. I was born in New York. It's gonna be black. It's gonna be gray. It's gonna be white.
New York.
Maybe you might catch me in a red sometimes, but it's black, gray, white. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
not jumping out there too much. But I will like London Girl NYC. Now this is just taking it back to the shoe. She had this furry shoe on. And then Chris Cavallari from Shop Icon, she had a furry shoe too. I was like, I'm getting me a furry fucking shoe. And that's on period. And I did, and I wore it in Vegas with a baseball
Ooh,
hat and a long
that's
coat
perfect.
and a long maxi dress
Yes, I
with a
love it.
red lip and some big old glasses.
Vegas,
I
Vegas
love
is the place. Vegas.
I love a theme and I love to like jump out there. for certain things. Like for Renaissance, when I had the thigh high boot on and the booty shorts and the long thing, I'll do it for certain things. Any other time is basic, basic boots. But when I
Yeah.
turn it, I'm going to turn it, and
Yeah.
I love it for that. I love it for the theater of it. I can't dress like that all the time. I don't have it in me. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
see, I want to dress
45.
like that. That's my problem.
45.
That.
But when I am like when I'm inspired by something, I'm like, ooh, that's cute. And I can do that. I can do a out there shoe, a out there bag, a out there like shop koi.
Mhm.
Um, my girl, what's her name?
Oh my gosh.
Why can't I never think of her name? Hayek. Hayek Ryder.
Yes. Yeah.
Love her jewelry. This
Yeah.
whole thing is Hayek. Like this, all this. And I have a shop icon collection. It's certain things that I can jump out there with, but I know I can't jump out there with everything because it's just not my style.
Right.
I'm very New York City chic, and
Yeah.
I want my pieces to last and not be too trendy where I can't have them
For
down
you.
the line. It
Yeah.
has to be sustainable because fast fashion is like tearing the earth apart. We ain't gonna have no place to live because we trying to turn it. Like, I would like to have a rock to live on
Oh,
later as opposed to having a new outfit every day.
I agree.
That right.
Yeah.
So, somebody mentioned Brooklyn Betty, who another one I absolutely adore as well. I'm like you, Shauna. I understand what Brandie is referring to and what she's saying too, which has pushed me to look for the creators
Hmm.
and the girls that are like
I
still finding a uniqueness to them and then translating it to what that is for me.
yeah.
Like we talked about earlier, I saw those shoes. I actually have seen those shoes on a couple people because Keisha Balls of Beauty has a pair from Nordstrom by
Yes, she
Jeffrey
does.
Campbell.
Yes, she does.
And so I saw them and I was like, oh, those are cute. Then I talked to her. She told me they do run a little narrow. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sit on them for a bit or whatever. Then I saw the ones on Tashara and I was like, oh, okay. But like, it has pushed me to, for even for myself, to push myself to like create and be like my own, figure out what my own thing is. I love the idea of recreating things, especially as a plus size woman. Like,
Yes.
the straight size girls all the time in the things that we still don't have access
Mm.
to. So then I'll be like, oh, okay, over the summer I recreated a look from Janae Naylor that she
Mm-hmm.
did with a pair of shorts. Like I love that too. But I totally understand what Brandie is saying too. Like I now, even when I shop, it's like I like that piece, but I'm not gonna get that piece because everybody is going to have that
Yes.
Exactly.
piece.
Correct. Right.
Now it's like Shayla teases me all the time. She's like, "Girl, you have a different internet than the rest of us." Because I literally be scouring for like
Mm-hmm.
unique pieces. Like as much as I love Eloquy, um, what's her name? Girl with curves. Is it what's
Mm-hmm.
the girl with curves? No. Oh no, I can't remember her name. For New York Fashion Week, she did a purple leather suit.
Mm.
Y'all know who I'm talking about? Rochelle
Hmm.
is her real name. I can't think of her
I,
Instagram
I
handle.
know. I don't know nobody's handles.
Oh, okay. But she did a she
I know
did
everybody's first name. Oddly enough.
she did she did a purple leather suit. Amazing. It was from Eloquy. And I was like, everybody is about to get that suit.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
was like, I can't even get the suit because now everybody's
Yeah.
got it. And so a lot of times, especially as we're out and about, we're going to events, like those kind of things, you have to be really mindful because like
Oh,
Brandie said,
girl.
everybody has the access, everybody has the dupe, everybody has
Yes.
all the things. So it has, like Shauna said, pushed me to be more creative for myself, but also to seek out the creators, the ones
Yeah.
that are kind of
Definitely
driving in
bringing it.
their lane. Yeah, that are driving in their lane. Um, okay, so we have had fun. We've
A
had
lot of fun.
so I want to close out with some beautiful moments. And in a recent post, Shauna, you said, I began to live my authentic life after the age of 40. Talk to me about where you were, where you are, and where you're aiming to get to if you have not reached there yet.
Where I was worrying about how I was perceived by everybody but myself.
Mm.
Mm.
Where I am is, how am I happy with myself? How do I perceive myself? Am I happy with what I see when I look in the mirror, with what my output is? Um, where do I see myself? I just listened to my leaks podcast about branding this past week. And she was saying that, regardless of whether you know it or not, unfortunately or fortunately, you already have a brand.
Mm.
Um, whether you're trying to create a new one or lean into the one that you have, you already have one. You already have a persona that this is how people see you. What I would like to get to is continuing to be my most authentic self, even when that self-doubt creeps in, and like I post something or I say something that's like, oh, should I have posted that? Did I? And I don't I'm definitely not about a filter. Filters are for fun for me. Like, oh, hey, I did a filter. Most of the time I'm filter free. I might have makeup on, I might not, but it's definitely no filter. It's no filter on what I say. It's nothing. Like, I recently spoke out about Palestine and everything, and I was scared to do so. And I'm like, for what? This is how you feel. Say it.
Yeah.
So where I want to be is to just continue to lean into that and hopefully encourage other women, especially us,
Hmm.
into, and I just cut my fan off, lean into who we are and believe in what we stand for, our beauty, what makes us different. We set the bar, we set the trend. We are what everybody looks to in order to create their persona. But for some reason, we don't lean into that. We are then like, oh, well, and I hate to say the Kardashians, because I actually like the Kardashians. I think, they funny. I watch the show. I don't have no problem with them. But that's not the beauty standard. They take a lot of the stuff from us. And they love a black man. Like, they get it from us, just
Do.
to encourage us to be filter free, be your most authentic self, and just lean into it. And who cares what anybody thinks? If you're okay with it, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
No. No. So I came across a quote that said, "Our greatest lessons lie in the moments we got it wrong."
Mm.
Brandy, tell me about one of yours and the lesson you took from that.
That's such a good question. For me, it will come from what I spoke about earlier about the idea of becoming more comfortable in my skin, more comfortable with who I am. I sound like Beyonce. Um,
Comfortable.
but I mean, I'm just saying, and I feel like the mistake was, and I mean, you learn more as you grow. But in hindsight, the mistake was, not being my authentic self. Um, Trying to uphold a standard in which I could not maintain.
Yeah.
So then, and even though I feel like even those parts of me, I'm not going to say that they were disingenuous or fake or any of the things. I'm a just go on a limb and say over embellished. But the idea of, having to maintain a certain energy or persona or what have you,
Hmm.
being like trying to keep that up, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
And that is something that I I learned that, not too long ago. For me, it I'm gonna say really around like pandemic
Okay.
or quarantine, really. And really, just sitting with myself and just reevaluating who I am, how do I want people, to perceive me, the energy that I want people to get from me, and what is sustainable for my life.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm glad I learned that. I feel like early on, now I can kind of like take the woosah
Hmm.
and just be. And even as I think about it, like little things like just always being the person to show up for everybody.
Mm.
It's like that is who I am, but that don't always feel good to me. So being in a space to be like, yeah, I don't want to do that no more. I know I used to do that. I know I used to do all the things. I know you used to be able to call on me and say, "Can I? Will you?" Da 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 da. And I will always be like, "Yes." So like, no, today is no more. No,
Boundary.
no more. Not gonna happen. I love you though.
Mhm. No
I
is a
love you.
complete
I really
sentence.
do.
No is a complete sentence.
Love you big. Love you big. But today it's a no. And that's,
So I'm like, I'm taking my time back,
yeah.
and I had to sit with that. And as much as it did not feel good, even and it's not easy. Don't get it twisted. It's not easy telling, at least for me, telling people no, and I don't want to. And but I was like, if I just keep going along like that, what is my quality of life going to be? Me
Yep.
out here just doing things I don't want to do,
Mm.
being places I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yep. I similar to you made that same commitment to myself at the top of the year. I'm like, places I don't want to be, I don't want to go, people, places, things. I'm not doing those things
Yeah.
because one, I'm not really, if I don't want to be there, I'm really not benefiting you anyway. And I
right,
really feel like people deserve to share space with people who genuinely want to be there. But also that dread,
yeah,
that's gone. And like I said, that might be moving closer to the fuck it 40s. But yeah, I'm not, because I think once you get it, and once you get into spaces that feel good, and you see what that feels like, and you see how you show up when you feel at your best to show up, it's hard to do anything else.
Yeah.
hmm
It's hard to do anything else. So I totally agree. So I want to thank both of you ladies for joining me today. You guys have been amazing. I want to ask because, like I said, both of you guys end up taking on a lot of our stuff in the industries that you all are in. And it's the holiday season. How can people take care of you this season? Be it family, friends, clients, customers. How do we give that back to you all? How do we take care of you?
You're very asking hard questions.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
We
I,
don't be thinking about ourselves.
I know, and that's why I ask it, because I think a lot of times, I don't know that it's not that we don't necessarily think about it, but it may just be like, well, what do I get that person? How do I
Mhm.
know, like when our kids were young, we'd be like, okay, well, send a teacher that's had to deal with your ass all school year. Let me
hmm
send her a gift card. Let me, whatever. But like, what is something that someone can do to sew back into you all, as you all said earlier, that you all are typically the ones that are sewing into others so often?
For
Shauna
me,
is in deep thought.
for
She's
me,
like, ooh.
you already paid for your service,
Mm,
whatever. It's not about monetary, like tipping or anything.
mhm,
It's more so because we so into you, and because we are empaths and we are sponges soaking up your energy. Just try to bring your best energy
mm,
to our space,
okay.
and not come with the negative part, because then we do have to try to reset, like Brandie said, and we might have clients after you, or we might have been standing up all day, our backs hurt, our feet hurt, everything hurt, and it's just like, I just need peace. I
mm
Yeah.
just need good, wholesome energy. Be positive. If it's something that you didn't like, let's talk about it. Let's not just immediately go to 10. Just be in control of your energy when you come into our sphere because we are absorbing it. We're like sponges. We soak it up. Yeah.
How about you, Brandie?
I'm thinking. So I mean, what Shana just said, I think for me it would be um just that, just having a little uh, uh just having a little more compassion.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And like she said, just for me, a softer energy. um I I love, I really really do love my clients. um and I would like to think they love me back. uh but the I guess what I would want people to do is to understand that yes, I am, and this is going to sound so mean, I am yours for the appointment time. Okay,
Sweet.
I love you. I do. I do. I do. I do. But now it's time. It's time to part ways.
Now it's time to say goodbye to
Wow.
all our company.
And I mean, and I think, and for me, I get it. I do get it. I get it. I get it. Because I know a lot of people, their social time is when they sit in the chair.
Mhm.
I know, but it's like I gave you my energy. I gave you my good advice. I've given you, the laugh, the smile, the cry. I've given you all of that. Now let's do this again when I see you next time.
Yes.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Yeah.
I was like, just give me my space, give me my time,
Mhm.
because a lot of people will bombard me with I don't know, just conversation, uh interactions. And I'm like, I understand that you only know me in this element, but I do have a life outside of this space of employment.
Yeah.
So that would be it. Like, I'm like, I love you guys. We kiki and do all the things when you're in salon, but just respect that when we are apart. I don't want 1,000 text messages and memes, and I don't want that. I like you though, but I'm good.
Look, I love you though.
So I'm like, just let me have my time. That's
Yeah.
all. I
That's
don't need no
respect.
gift.
That's respect. I love. So Brandie, tell us before we go where folks can find you. Anything else you want to plug or anything that you have coming up?
You can find me on all social media platforms at Brandie Glams Better. That's on everything. I'm not on YouTube, but everything else you can find me there. And there you will find a link to book me.
Okay. How about you, Shauna? Where can we find you?
On social media, on Instagram, I'm Shana Janelle 2. I think on TikTok, I'm Shana Janelle 1. Uh, my website is shanajanelleon.com. And if you want to book my makeup services, you can book it through my website under the Polished and Pretty tab on the website.
Love. And of course, you guys, all of the things that we've been chit chatting about, some product faves, all those things, as well as social media and websites, will be in the show notes for this episode. So don't worry if you missed it, didn't remember it. It's okay. We'll put it all together for you because we love you that much. And and we'll have that for you. But until next time, thank you, ladies, again for all of your wisdom, all of your gems, all of your laughs and good times.
Yeah, this
And
was awesome.
Thanks,
thank you.
Jamie. Thanks for having.
Absolutely. Listen, as soon as we get outside, we'll have to do this in studio and
Yeah.
Yeah,
with a good cocktail because trying to keep a good cocktail.
yeah, yeah.
All right, so we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.